Namaskar. 26 of our people, including 2 guests of ours, 2 tourists, were killed in this quaint, beautiful place which is called as Switzerland of India. This beautiful place called Pahalgam. This place is in Anantnag district of Srinagar. Today, I am not going to talk about politics. Today, I am not going to get into any blame game and all of that. I'm going to talk about possibly what those 26 people and their family must have gone through in that 30 to 45 minutes when they were confronted by these cowards, these terrorists. Let's talk about Pakistan's statement and how genuine that statement sounds. These are things we will discuss today. Politics, administration, the way it is or it is going to be tackled or it was tackled, this is something we will discuss during the course of the week. But as of now, let's talk about our people who suffered this ambush from those cowards from Lashkar-e-Taiba. Let's get right into the show. Today, like I said, this editorial let us focus. I want to live through, and I want to live through with you the experience, the trauma, the sheer terror our people, our Indians, and our guests, 2 of them were tourists. They were our guests. They faced during this attack. I want to share those details with you. I want to share those details with you so that you and I are mindful of the fact that what these terrorists did to our people. We are mindful of that fact and we remember this. Because end of the day, we may forgive tomorrow, but we should not forget. You see, there was a young girl, young lady, whose husband was shot dead. Her name was Pallavi. Pallavi, her husband's name was Manjunath. She'd come from Karnataka. She was speaking in Kannada, and she was actually speaking to a Kannada news channel. She spoke about her interaction with the terrorist and those moments when her husband was being killed. And you know, she said, we were in Pahalgam and my husband died right in front of me. I couldn't cry or react. I couldn't even comprehend what had happened. I had come here with my husband Manjunath and our son Abhijaya from Karnataka, Shivamogga. You know, she had gone to visit this beautiful part of her country. From the extreme south of the country, she had gone to the extreme north of her country with her son and husband. And like she said, her husband was killed in front of her. I was accompanied by my car driver, who was a good person, she says. He told me that Hindus were being targeted. 3 others who kept saying Bismillah helped us to get to safety. I want my husband's body to be airlifted. All 3 of us should return together. She said, we left home together. I want my husband's body to be airlifted. I want to reach home in Shivamogga, in Karnataka, the same way we left. It's important we understand Pallavi, because Pallavi is India. Pallavi is what India stands for. Pallavi is what nationalism manifests into, because end of the day, she is the one who we have taken oath to protect. If she is hurt, we are hurt. If she is hurt, the country should feel. And that's precisely why I'm narrating this incident to you. You see, she went on to say that I noticed that there were 3 or 4 attackers. After my husband was killed, I faced one of them, that is one of the terrorists, and said, "Mera pati ko mara hai na, mujhe bhi maro." She said, "You've killed my husband, you kill me too." My son also confronted him and said, "Kutte, mere papa ko mara, hame bhi maar dalo." This was what a young son said. "You dog, you killed my father, kill us too." But that coward didn't. That coward, that terrorist said that नहीं मारेंगे, तुम मोदी को जाके बोलो. This is what that coward, that Lashkar-e-Taiba coward said. The terrorists were right in front of us, Pallavi said. They were not in any uniform. Almost all men were targeted. There were many newlywed couples. And in most cases, only the husbands were attacked, while women, others, were spared. Hindus were targeted. There were around 500 tourists present. So only Hindus were targeted. Men were targeted. Like I told you, they were asked to pull down their pants. They were asked to pull down their pants so that they can identify and shoot and kill. We had gone there on a horseback. My son had not eaten anything since morning, so my husband went to get him some bread. At first, we heard gunfire and thought the army had fired a shot. Then people started running. I saw my husband had already collapsed and was lying in a pool of blood. He had been shot in the head. I sat beside his body, unable to react. I want to return to my hometown, Shivmoga, but not alone. I will return only with my husband's body. All 3 of us must come back together. I request the authorities to make necessary arrangements. This is Pallavi's request. This is our daughter who went with her husband and a little child for a holiday in our country, part of our country. And this is what she faced. You know, a 26-year-old naval officer was on honeymoon. He was one of the people who was killed. Lieutenant Vinay Narwal, just 26-year-old. Joined the services recently and married recently. We were having Belpuri when he shot my husband. The gunman said, "My husband was not a Muslim," and then shot him. This is what his wife told ANI. You know, a 65-year-old man from Cochin had gone to Kashmir with his wife Sheetal and daughter Arati. He was shot. Ramchandran was shot while he was riding a horse. All others in the family are safe. Later, Aarti identified the body of her father at a local hospital. Jayalakshmi was a neighbor of theirs. The statement was given by Jayalakshmi. A 65-year-old man riding a horse shot dead from Kerala. A Kanpur man, second honeymoon possibly, after his wedding, shot dead. Shubham Dwivedi, just age of 31. The reason I am taking you through these stories is because, like I said and I say again, these are our people. These are our people, and today I want to spend time. I want to really try and understand what they must have gone through. What they must have gone through in the 30 minutes. Raipur man was on a holiday with family for wedding anniversary. Dinesh Mirania, age of 42, from Raipur. He was enjoying his wedding anniversary, shot dead, killed. Kolkata man died, returned from US to spend time with family. 36-year-old Bitan Adhikari, come back from US, taken the family out for a vacation. Wanted to spend some time with the family, shot dead. Surat resident, shot dead. Like I said, most of these people, 30, 32, 36, 27, 26. Young people in their own country. A gentleman from Pune, his daughter says about her father who was visiting, again vacationing in Pahalgam. And this terrorist made this man recite verses from the Quran and then shot him. The question I want to ask before I get into the crux, before I go into details and numbers and Pakistan and all of that, is which religion would allow you to do this? Which religion are you preaching, propagating by killing innocent people, 26, 27-year-old kids, literally young people, in front of their wives, in front of their young children? Which religion are you propagating? Do you actually think these people are doing all this for religion or for money and fame? Think about it. You see, the Pakistan Defense Minister Khwaja Asif says that the terror attack in Pahalgam which claimed 26 lives with several others injured, some of them were critical in condition, has nothing to do with Pakistan, he says. He says that it is convenient to blame Pakistan. The attacks is a result, what he described as local uprising. Pakistan has no links with the Pahalgam terror attack, he says. The Indian government has been facing protests in many states including Nagaland, Manipur, Kashmir, Chhattisgarh. These are not acts of foreign interference but local uprising. That is what this minister Khwaja Asif said. These are people asking for their rights. Hindutva forces repressing minorities, Christians, Buddhists, Muslims, and people are reacting. A minister, look at the way he is dissecting this problem. This statement is not really condoning what those guys did. This statement is adding fuel to the fire in India. I will get more in detail about this, but let me first read his statement. He added that the country doesn't support any form of terror. His country doesn't support any form of terror. That's a joke. Under any circumstances, we do not support terrorism in any form, and the locals should not be target of terrorists, and we have no doubt about that. If the army or the police are committing atrocities against people, denying them of fundamental rights, blaming Pakistan becomes convenient excuse, he said. Now let me tell you what the spokesperson of the Foreign Ministry of Pakistan said. He said, we are concerned at the loss of tourist lives in an attack in Anantnag district of India's illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. We extend our condolences to the near ones of the deceased and wish the injured speedy recovery. The point I am saying, neither the Minister of Defense nor this spokesperson, none of these people ever condemned those terrorists. They didn't call those terrorist villains, criminals who killed innocent people, not once. And this is supposed to be a country. This is supposed to be a state. Vicaciously, they're supporting those terrorists. Because what they're technically saying through their statement is, yeah, it is because of what India is doing that India got it. India deserved it. This is what they said. In my mind, I don't see any doubt that this action happened without Pakistan's support, help, and possibly even planning. Because look at the way the events happened. Look at the way the events happened. You see, Saifullah, who is supposed to be the mastermind, who is said to be the mastermind of this entire operation, this guy called Saifullah Khalid, he had attended a meeting between the Pakistani generals and the ISI in February of 2025. And if February of 2025, this man says in Pakistan soil, that is in Pakhtunkhwa, Pakistan, this man said that I promise today is 2nd February 2025. He said, we will try our best to capture Kashmir by 2nd February 2026. In the coming days, our Mujahidins will intensify attack. We hope that Kashmir will be free by 2nd February 2026. This was said in Pakistan soil, in presence of Pakistani military, in presence of ISI. And this attack happens. Pakistan says, I have nothing to do with this attack. Is it believable? Is it believable? Chalo, for a minute, you assume that Pakistan doesn't have anything to do with this attack. When a terrorist is, first of all, your military generals are having discussions, having conferences with terrorists. First of all, that's a question that one needs to wonder as to what the hell, is this a country or a rogue nation? When a general is having a discussion with a terrorist, number one. Number two, is this happened in your soil? Wouldn't it be a natural courtesy that you inform the nation that, listen, there are terror operations that could happen in your land? Isn't that natural courtesy? Isn't that what a civilized nation would do? Isn't it the responsibility of a civilized nation to ensure that civilian life, innocent lives are not harmed? Regardless of whichever innocent life, whichever country the attack is going to be? And with all this, are we saying that Pakistan is not involved in this attack? Let me also take you through another very important statement. You see, their army chief made a statement saying that we are very different from Hindus. He says, our stance is absolutely clear. It was our jugular vein. He is referring to Kashmir. It was our jugular vein. It will be our jugular vein. We will not forget. We will not leave our Kashmir brothers in their heroic struggle. This man said it. The defense minister, the foreign spokesperson, the general, all of them aimed at Kashmir in the last 2 months. All of them spoke about Kashmir in the last 2 months. All of them had meetings with members of the Lashkar-e-Taiba and these people like Saifullah Khalid, who masterminded this attack. And Pakistan says, oh, we have nothing to do with this. This is all Indian insurgency. You think about it. You think about it. We don't need to be detectives and intelligence experts. You think about it. Don't you see a link? Don't you see an obvious link? This is the point I wanted to make. Like I said, people who died were our brothers. People who died were our children. The children of our country. My today's editorial is for them. As the day progresses, as the week progresses, we are going to talk more on why this happened. We are going to talk more on could this have been stopped. And we are also going to talk about what are our government actions. How is our government ensuring that these people are brought to justice? Whoever that person is. We are going to ask those questions. But that is not today. Till I see you next time. That's tomorrow at 10. Namaskar.